Welcome back all, Laura here. Alright, so we're heading to Rito Village. Pretty hard to miss. There's this great big, tall, skinny rock spire that shoots way up into the sky. Actually, there's several of them. But, of course you're looking for the great big bird out flying around. You can't miss it. Literally cannot miss that. So, that's where we're heading. And that big, tall rock spire right in front of me. You should see the shrine lighting up on my screen by about now. That's where Rito Village is. That's actually the Rito Village Shrine. So there's some stuff to do on the way, just like any other village. I think we got a black Hinox here to kill. And those are great for KO credit, so I'm going to go ahead and dispatch him right quick. And this one has a leg guard, so make sure you're on the soft side without it. And arm up, suit up, and eat up. I think I'm going to use the big boy here. Bone attack up for my dragon bone weapon. And attack power meal on top of that. I think I got a 3 minutes somewhere, or 2. I always recommend saving your game just in case things go horribly wrong. That way you can kind of try again and not have lost anything. But as you can see, that was a black Hinox, folks. That bone attack up set bonus with an attack power meal, it really is an extraordinarily deadly combination. I'm just glad the enemies don't have all that. Alrighty, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't really need that scepter anymore. Sure. And I always like to see what kind of... if I'm getting bonuses on night level weapons yet, which it's still kind of early in the game, so I doubt it. Alright. So there you have it. Hinox. So now we're going to head east and just kind of follow this road around. There's another shrine out here, but the pedestal, we actually have to be here at noon. And the pedestal is over, you know what, I'm going to get into my nighttime speed up suit here. So at noon, the shadow from that heart will come down and touch this pedestal. When that happens, we need to light it on fire, and we will have a shrine appear. So I'm just going to mark that, I don't know, I guess with a star, just to kind of designate that's where that is. Okay, so moving on this main pathway here. And what I'll do is when we get to Rito Village, I'll just fly down to that spot. And we'll do that shrine quest, I guess, on a separate video. I just wanted to point it out for now, that way you guys know where it is for future reference. Okay, don't forget your gemstones. Now, you will have some Octoroks here. Guys, you do want to take the time to kill these Octoroks. Reason being, one of them, at least, is going to have Voltfin Trout. Once you get that Voltfin Trout, you can finally complete that side quest out of the Korok forest. There it is, Voltfin Trout, baby. So yeah, that side quest in the Korok forest, I think they call it the Riddles of Hyrule. We had all the other materials, the only thing we were missing, literally, was that Voltfin Trout. I think they want to see Apple, Sun Shroom, Voltfin Trout, Lionel Hoof, Fortified Pumpkin, which we got for free out of Rito Village. And I think that's it. Okay, so while we're here, this is Rito Stable. For you picture takers, this is where you're going to get a picture of the red sparrow. And they call it a red sparrow, but it's not really red. It's more like white with a little red face. So it is kind of misleading, but there it is nonetheless. Anyway, this is where you're going to find the red sparrow. So just make a mental note of that. Not everybody's a picture taker, so I'm not going to do it, but now you know where they are. Sit still. God, this is one of those tough ones, apparently. Raw gourmet meat, baby. Time to go sell some meat to Trot. At the outskirts stable for 100 rupees a pop. Alright, so anyway, as I was saying, while we're here at the Rito Stable, take the time to blow up all these logs, get the firewood. I keep reminding you guys, but just in case you haven't been following along with my walkthroughs, you will need 110 bundles of wood for Terrytown alone. And of course, you're going to want some extra bundles for yourself, just in case you have to light any fires while you're out and about, especially in the snow regions. So yeah, the more bundles of wood the merrier, and this is a great place to collect. There's also some wild berry bushes. Not really much else to do here at the stable. There's a guy you can talk to, need curry. We don't have that yet anyway, so I'm not going to bother. But basically when we go to Death Mountain City, or Goron City, whatever, there will be a general store there, and he will sell, I think it's called Goron Spice, but it's basically curry. So that's how you would satisfy that guy, but he only really gives you 50 rupees. And you have to pay, like, I don't know, 20 rupees just to buy the stuff. So the payoff is really only 30 rupees, like, who cares? Alright, so moving on. That was Rito Stable, just to show you on the map where we're at now. And I'm going to walk across all these big long bridges right up into Rito Village, and I will point things out as we go. First thing I'd like to say is walk, don't run when you approach these islands, because there's lots of insects out here usually. And I'm really just looking for the butterflies. I got plenty of cold darners. I am missing the butterflies. There we go. Could have been more. Oh well. And on the last one, there's going to be a little pond. This one right here. And it's going to have a new material. Hearty salmon, baby. And they're worth the same as a Hearty durian, 4 extra hearts. So I don't go out of my way to collect those. I'd much rather go out of my way to collect the big Hearty radishes. Alright folks, this is our first Divine Beast City. Now every time you approach a Divine Beast City, this is going to happen. They're going to grab your attention and go through this little movie clip. And you can, feel free to watch those, of course. The only one that doesn't do it as you approach the village is the Zora's Domain. That won't happen until you get the storyline going after you talk to the king. Or the village elder, or whatever you want to call him. Okay, so welcome to Rito Village. Congratulations. As promised, here's our goddess statue. Just like every other town and village in the game. And our last stamina vessel. Booyah! Lots to do here in Rito Village, folks. Lots of side quests, lots of money to be made. Lots of everything. Alright. So the first thing I want to point out, don't talk to him now, but this is the guy we need to talk to when the time comes for Terrytown. This is the general, or the, excuse me, this is the inn. Now this inn is much better than a stable inn. A normal stable inn, you're only going to get 1 extra heart for your sleep. For your money, basically. At a Divine Beast town, or city, or village, or whatever. Okay, I'm selling this guy flint, by the way. This is the Spark of Romance. Now after you sell your first piece of flint for 100 rupees, sell him whatever else you have. He'll say, sell me 30 of those? Yes. That's a 250 rupee payday. Now if you had at least 50 pieces of flint, you would have made 500 rupees right here. Now I haven't been breaking all the gemstones. I've been trying to save time for the walkthrough. But anyway, so I was saying a normal stable only gives you 1 extra heart. Divine Beast City Inn will give you 3 extra hearts and an extra stamina wheel. You can't beat that, folks. It's the only time I ever recommend staying at a Divine Beast town or village inn. Okay, so the only thing I'm really going to buy at this general store is the wheat. So now you should have wheat, butter from Kakariko, and sugar from Korok Forest. But just in case you're missing any of those, make sure that you leave here with wheat, sugar, and butter. Reason being, there's a couple of side quests we need to bake cakes, and you need those ingredients to bake a cake. Alright, so moving on. The armor shop here in town. This is going to be the Snowquill Set. Excellent, excellent set to have. And once we get this bad boy upgraded twice, set bonus will be unfreezable. Now, of course, we've already got... Excuse me, I didn't want to talk to you. Now, of course, we've already got Xant's helmet. That gives us unfreezable, but I like the Snowquill set because you can upgrade it and get that defense up on it. Alright, so moving right along, there's the kitchen. The cooking pot, I should say. Okay, there's normally a kid sitting here. Maybe I'm not up high enough. Ah, there she is. She's not there yet. That's going to activate a shrine quest, so we'll go back down and talk to her here in a moment. Right now, I'm just here to activate the warp portal on the shrine. Okay, she walks slow, so let's see if she's made it to her perch yet, and she has. Okay, so go ahead and talk to her. Oops. She's going to activate a shrine quest. The Secret of the Bird or something, I can't remember. But I know where it's at, so when the time comes, I'll take you to it. It's basically underground in a big cavern. Kind of hard to find, but we'll get to it here in a moment. Okay, so not too much else to do just yet. Okay, when you get up to the top here, you're going to have 2 key people we have to talk to, but before we do that, we're going to light a quick campfire, and we're going to bake an apple, because that's worth 100 rupees. The Apple of My Eye side quest, I think it's called. Where's my flame blade? I normally just keep a baked apple in my inventory, but I was getting sick and tired of looking at it, so I ate it. So now I need to bake one. Oh, come on. Bake me an apple, will you? There we go. Alright, so take a baked apple to this woman who's sitting out here on this little pier-looking thing. And she'll complain about her husband and not being happy here and blah blah blah. Typical wife, not happy. Okay, so go ahead and give her the baked apple, and you'll get your payday. And just like with the guy with Flint, you can bring back like 50 baked apples if anybody has the time to bake all those, and you'll probably get about 500 rupees for your trouble. Alright, so you've made it to the village elder, all the way at the top. And this will activate the main quest, Divine Beast, Meadow, I guess you pronounce it. Okay, so once you talk to the village elder and get that part going, that main quest activated, go ahead and talk to the lady in the next hut over. And this is going to continue on with the main quest here. This is also going to activate a memory for Link. Now, I recommend, guys, take the time to watch this stuff at least once. Trust me. If you really immerse yourself into this game, it's a beautiful story, beautiful game, beautiful world. And the only way to really enjoy it is to take your time, watch all this stuff, read everything, talk to everybody. Gotta hand it to Nintendo, they did a really good job on this game. But of course, I'm going to skip for the sake of time on my walkthrough video. Alright, so that just activated the next part of that. It should have updated your map objective. Long story short, now it's telling us to go up here to the flight range. And I'm going to put a pin over here in this little skinny part where the water goes, because there's a gold rupee there. So on our way up there, we're going to grab that gold rupee, and we're also going to hit a shrine on the way, and it's right about there. Alright, remember that star I placed where that pedestal was? I'm going to go ahead and put a pin there as well. Remember I said at noon, the sun is going to come within perfect range of that, and we will get our shrine that way. So it's 10:40 my time. I'm going to go ahead and head that way, just so that I don't miss out on it. It takes about 30-45 seconds or so to fly over there. You can actually see that pedestal from the shrine up there. Okay, so here we are. Go ahead and throw a bundle of wood out. Try to get it right on the pedestal. And light that bad boy on fire. Now all you gotta do is wait for noon to roll around. La-dia-dia. Anybody know a clean joke? Johnny took a bath with bubbles. You want to hear a dirty joke? Bubbles was a girl. Oh! I'm trying to keep it G-rated here, guys. Give me a break. When I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs watching paint dry, I like to tell jokes in my walkthroughs. It's fun. Okay, so it's noon 05, and as you can see, that shadow is almost here, and you can see it's in the shape of a heart. And that's basically the sun shining through the heart shape up there in the pillar. So it's actually like noon 30, noon 40, something like that, to be more precise. Noon 35 to be exact, for you technical people out there. I just always thought be here by noon and you're fine. Alright folks, so I do believe this makes shrine number 4. So I will go back through and take care of the last few shrines we've activated here in a moment. First I kind of want to finish up with Rito Village. So I will activate our warp portal here, aka Travel Gate. The Bareeda Naag Shrine. Bareeda Naag Shrine. I can never pronounce these things. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, sirree, Bob. And then we're going to have 5 when we get to the flight range. Alright, moving on. Let's go back to our village here. I have no idea what that was. I have a cat. That might have been the cat. Suki, how could you? Don't laugh, my daughter named her. Oh, that kind of stinks, too. Alright. So, I said there was some Korok seeds. Let's go ahead and knock those out while we're here. Go ahead and put that handy-dandy climbing gear on with that jump stamina up. That's about to come in real handy. We're going to climb this bad boy all the way up to where that heart shape was. And you can go ahead and perch here and let your stamina recharge on the way. FYI, that's also where one of the Singing Sisters is going to be for a Shrine Quest that is only available after we complete the Divine Beast. And we got another resting spot. And Korok seed, here we come. Oh no, I'm too close. There we go. Alright, so that is literally right in the center of that big rock spire. Pop the balloon. Alright, from here, next Korok seed will be another big tall rock spire out over the water. There's also some Luminous Stones out here, so you might want to throw on that handy dandy stealth, just in case there's going to be beetles attached to those Luminous Stones. I'm just not having any luck with beetles lately on these Luminous Stones. But it's always worth checking. I mean, you got to check.
Yep.
You just have to, mister. You just gots to. Alrighty.
Yep.
And there's our Korok seed. There's actually a couple Korok seeds out this way. So, pop an apple on in the tray. For number 2. Ah, stop it. Alright, so here we are at this little rock spire out here over the water. We are now going to head south to the next one, and there will be a pedestal to activate for a ring of lights. I call it the ring of lights, I really don't know why. I guess because it looks like a ring of lights, but it really is just a timer. Boom skis. Alright, so that one started back here. I'll go ahead and put a leaf there, marking where it began and ended. Always look down on the water here too, by the way. You might find some hardy salmon, case in point. Make sure you're wearing your full stealth for this. Otherwise you might scare them and they'll swim away. So yeah, you're also going to find some Voltfin Trout in the area, in these lakes. And you can also find Chillfin Trout. So I'll show you guys where all that fun stuff is. But for right now, I'm pretty much done with Rito Village. I think I hit all the side quests that we can hit so far. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and break away. Since I got that Voltfin Trout, I can now go back to the Korok Forest and finish up with that one side quest. Actually, I'll go ahead and walk you guys through that. Why not? And then we'll go back through and hit those shrines that we've already activated. And then we'll continue on with our Divine Beast. Good times ahead, folks. Lots of fun to be had when we come back.